Hey guys, today I am in Lisbon and Canon have asked me to showcase two new prime lens additions to their hybrid range of lenses. We've got the Canon RF 50mm 1.4L VCM and we have the RF 24mm 1.4L VCM lenses. These two primes flesh out the hybrid range of lenses even further, joining a personal favourite of mine, the RF 35mm 1.4L VCM, and the two new hybrid zooms, the 24-105 2.8 and the RF 70-200 2.8 lenses. In today's video, we will first cover the performance and benefits of the 24mm and 50mm primes, but we'll also delve into just why this Canon hybrid range of lenses excels for content creators and professionals alike who need pro results in both photo and video. I started the day off on this viewing platform with the RF 24mm L VCM lens with the goal of capturing some environmental portraits that really show off the Lisbon skyline. And the 24mm prime worked fantastic here. It is a great lens for travel content because it really allows you to stay close to your subject and still capture expansive shots showing off the location. And it was really effortless to capture these short clips in between photo sessions too, using my R5 Mark II. I am beyond impressed with the photo and video image quality coming from the RF 24mm L VCM. It provides sharp, contrasty images straight out of camera with vibrant colours, and it really has great background separation too, thanks to that fast 1.4 aperture. And video shot on this lens has a really pleasing cinematic look as well. Then I also had the RF 50mm L VCM prime lens, which for me is an absolute favourite for portraits, and it's a fantastic complementary focal length alongside the 24mm for travel content creators. And it will really bring the background forward in the frame thanks to the compression that it provides. And you can really see that in full effect here, side by side with these shots. It really shows the difference in how the backgrounds are captured between the 24mm prime and the 50mm. The 50mm prime is just excellent for focusing more on your subject, and it's great for close-ups. And on the subject of this 50mm L VCM prime, this lens has been absolutely brilliant to use as a traveling creator and portrait photographer. First off, it can capture distant landscapes in stunning edge-to-edge detail, providing really sharp and punchy images. You can capture stunning smooth footage thanks to the R5 Mark II's IBIS, complemented nicely by these VCM lenses that deliver exceptional image quality and reliable autofocus. Then I can just switch on over to photo mode and capture professional stills as well. This 50mm VCM lens has tons of pop and background separation. It is perfect for isolating your subject in a busy environment, as you can see from these results. Whether you go with the 50mm prime or the 24 or just any of the lenses from Canon's hybrid range, you are going to have a single lens that can really do it all in regards to pro photo and video. And the quick workflow of switching between photo and video on my R5 Mark II without having to switch lenses meant that I could really take advantage of fleeting moments where the crowds were gone and I could just capture everything that I needed. Here's another great example of how these lenses really complement each other. With the first clip shot on the 24mm L VCM for a nice wide establishing shot, and the second clip using the 50mm, this provides more of a close-up of our subject. The consistent design and colour rendering between these lenses really adds to the ease of use when switching between them, or any of Canon's hybrid range of lenses for that matter. And to finish off, I effortlessly switched over to photo mode on my R5 Mark II and captured expansive environmental portraits using the 24mm, and then focused in on the details and our subject using the 50mm prime. There have been so many times that I've had to really think about my kit when traveling, needing to bring along dedicated lenses for video and then separate ones for photo purposes. But this hybrid range of lenses provides pro results in both, meaning that I can carry less and capture more. So that is the RF 24mm and 50mm LVCM lenses. And at this point, I've been lucky enough to try the full range of Canon's hybrid lens line, from the zooms to the primes. And as a photo and video shooter, they are my favorite lenses to use right now. But why? Why is this hybrid range of lenses from Canon such a game changer for content creators or professionals who need pro results in both photo and video? Let's break it down by covering some of the standout features that you will find across the entire range of these hybrid lenses. First thing is definitely the build. These lenses are not only reliably built and very robust, but the primes are all almost identical in physical layout and very close in weight too. And this makes these primes particularly excellent for swapping between lenses on, say, a gimbal, a fluid head, or any camera rig where consistency is key. And I love that these lenses are small and lightweight too. As a traveling creator, the versatility of these lenses means I'm traveling with less lenses thanks to this hybrid range. And if you're willing to take something like the RF 24-105 f2.8, well, then that really is a one and done single zoom lens solution for photo and video. Or I love the compact lightweight VCM primes. These are excellent for weddings or events, anytime you're going to have a long day shooting. All these lenses are also weather sealed, so you can rely on this range of lenses even in adverse weather. The lenses feature a handy function button on the barrel. And of course, we've got the signature RF control ring at the front of the lens that we see across the entire RF range of lenses, but we also have a declicked smooth iris ring near the base of the lens. And this is something all of the hybrid Canon lenses share. And this is a feature that up until this range of lenses, you would only really see on manual focus cinema lenses from Canon. And it allows for smooth, seamless adjustment of aperture and exposure, as you can see here. And I found this really handy when, say, going from a dark interior to a bright exterior in a single continuous shot. I'd use the iris ring to smoothly reduce my exposure. Another standout feature for hybrid creators is the autofocus on these lenses in general. The two hybrid zooms feature nano USM focusing technology, which is simply some of the most blazingly fast autofocus I've ever used. But these hybrid primes also leverage voice coil motor technology, VCM, and this technology allows heavier lens elements to be moved not only faster, but also much quieter. And in photo mode, the performance of these primes is absolutely excellent. It is just amongst the fastest and most accurate that I have used on RF mount, and I've used a lot of RF lenses, and it is also whisper quiet too. And this is great in video too, of course. I shoot a lot of talking head videos, of course, like this, and I always use my RF 35mm 1.4 VCM prime lens for this, and I never have to worry about the on-camera microphone picking up any noise from this lens at all. Staying on the subject of autofocus, this hybrid range of lenses also have minimal focus breathing. It's practically non-existent, as you can see in this clip, where I focus on our subject to the background using the 24mm VCM lens. And this means you get really professional, cinematic looking focus pulls in video. Let's compare again the 50mm VCM prime to the more photo-centric RF 50mm 1.2 USM lens in terms of focus breathing. And as you can see, one after the other, there is quite a big difference between these lenses. The VCM prime is just much better controlled in terms of focus breathing. Let's have a quick look at the RF 24mm as well, because the focus breathing on this lens is also incredibly well controlled. This is actually a better performance in terms of focus breathing than a lot of cinema lenses that I've tried. And now we're getting this kind of performance and benefits that we usually only see exclusively in large, expensive cinema lenses. Now it's available to creators in a small, lightweight prime lens with autofocus. And I think this kind of performance is made possible by the clever use of digital corrections. For instance, the 24mm in particular, I think it captures a slightly wider image than 24mm, allowing the camera or Lightroom to expertly correct the field of view and the distortion, resulting in a great final image. The 50mm prime though is very well corrected across the board, as you can see. It is amazing to have these kinds of features in a lens that is also great for photo. I mean, look at how sharp the 50mm 1.4 is next to the RF 50mm 1.2. And this is despite its smaller size and weight, and this kind of performance is consistent throughout the entire hybrid range of lenses. I have been absolutely loving the RF 35mm 1.4L VCM prime lens, which I also rely on for super sharp photos and stunning looking videos, all from a small, versatile prime lens. So to conclude, I am a big fan of these two new additions. A 50mm prime is an absolute staple for photographers and videographers for its natural and versatile field of view. And this 50mm VCM is super sharp and it has fantastic autofocus. And the 24mm was just so fun to use on this trip. I really enjoy this lens for travel, photo and video. It is a challenging lens sometimes to use because of that fairly wide field of view. You'll have to pay attention to your composition, but I absolutely love the results. And this is a lens that I am definitely gonna be adding to my kit in the near future, and I can't wait to use it more and release a dedicated review. This whole hybrid range of lenses really are a dream for hybrid creators like me. We've got the amazingly versatile zooms, and then we have the prime lenses, and the final results coming out of these primes are just excellent for both photo and video. And these lenses really offer someone like me, a traveling content creator, a single lens solution for both my photo and video needs. But I do have a bit of a wish list for Canon though, who, first of all, I've got to say a huge thank you to for not only letting me try out these lenses, but sponsoring this entire video. I'd love to see you continue this line Canon with an 85mm 1.4. If you can add IS, that would be incredible. Then I would also personally like to see a 28mm 1.4 prime and a 20mm 1.4 prime. But that is it. What do you think of Canon's hybrid range of lenses? Let me know in the comments down below, where you can also find more information on all of the lenses mentioned in this video. But that's it. Thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you to Canon, and I will see you all in the next video.